What's up, everybody? Trader Bryce with Small Cap Recap. The market madness is not done, my friends. No, it is not. Nay, nay, nay. There are quite literally, there were too many things happening today for me to keep track of all of them, which means there were too many things for me to go over every chart here. But, man, to be fair, there were a lot of great movers today, obviously, but a lot of the ones were actually really tough to trade. They were pretty low volume, and we're going to go through some of those. In fact, I tried placing an order for one, and my broker wouldn't let me buy it. Closing orders only. Lame. Leave a like, drop a like if you too don't like it when your broker will not let you buy a stock, and comment down below what you yell at your screen when your broker says, no opening orders can be accepted at this time. And anyways, guys, let's dig into the charts. I'm going to start off with VRAX today. Really nice first green day. So we had this big dump yesterday. It was one of those IPO pump and dumps, right? Lower float. And today we had a really nice bounce day, bouncing from, I'll put over here, bouncing down basically from 5. We had that gap up, and we had that move from 6 to nearly 14. Absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations to those that nailed it. In fact, I wasn't even really looking at it. Which I should have been, just because I didn't realize how far it dropped yesterday, or Friday, whatever, Friday. I kind of forgot about it. I did see it on my scans this morning, and I checked it, and I was just looking at this, and I was like, really just looking at the pre-market action. I don't know. It just didn't ring a bell. It was really weird. But now we go over to the monster that is HKD. So we talked about this on Friday. The greatest short squeeze ever? No, now it's the greatest short squeeze ever. This company is now worth $155 billion. Okay, let that one sink in for a second. Okay? In fact, let's do some quick math, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull up a little calculator here because I am curious. This was down at like, when this IPO'd or whatever you want to call it, it was at $12, okay? So let's just, the float here, it was 185 million. 185 million times 12. So it was, when it IPO'd, it was a $2.2 billion IPO. Now, again, you got to remember this, again, every 5 of which represents 2 Class A, and that's AMTD. I don't even really care to understand what that means. I'm not here to be like, well, the company makes $4 per sale and revenue. No, I don't care. All I'm saying is that it just hit 1,000. Okay, 999.99 after hours. Insane. I actually put in small cap rockets today. I was like, all right, well, it was during this consolidation right here. I was like, well, this thing's going to $2,000. No, it hasn't gone to 2,000 yet, and it might not. This feels like blow off top action. Maybe it has like a fake break through 1,000, but okay, maybe it doesn't go to 2. I've never seen this happen before, though. I will stand by the fact that I have never seen anything like this in my life, where it doesn't even show. It's not even going to show up. But yeah, okay, here. From $12 to 1,000. I can't get over it. Wildness. Now we had 2 others, QRTEB. I talked about this one a while ago. I had been watching this. I almost degenerately bagged 1,000 shares of this a couple days ago because I was like, well, this is probably bound for a first green day. But I, was smart, and I was like, of course I was really smart by not buying it at like $5. But it was like down in here when it had this day. I was like, well, maybe we bounce. Looks like it found a bottom, and I didn't buy it because I was like, oh, I'm not degenerate. And now it's at 20, so that would have been a fun like 15 grand, but. Assuming I held until now, what would have happened had I swung that? I would have bought at 5, bagged it, and then all of a sudden, like, oh my god, it's at 650! Sell! And then I'd watch it go to 21, and I'd be like, and now let's get on to the one where my broker was like, no. So I was looking at LTRPB in here after I had this perk, and I tried to buy 500 shares at 23, and my broker was like, let's not let you make any money today. That'd be fun. And then I came back to my computer and it's at like 40, and I was like, well, that's going to 200. Didn't go to 200, and it was just sad. It didn't even, this literally, how much, it hardly traded any volume today. Like literally maybe 100,000 shares, but I love every now and then just gambling on one of these. It had that structure. It had the volume. Someone's pumping this. This was a runner from a few days ago. I ran with QRTEB. And then we had the same exact thing happen. It is what it is. Now, SKYX, I'm actually swinging this. I have small size on it, risking low a day. I was hoping for a third day surge. I still like this wick right here. I like that bottoming action there. I'm in from like literally 563. The market is just so hot right now that and this has that pump and dump look to it, that pump and dump feel, right? And I've got, again, very small size, pretty low risk. This just looks like what is moving in the market right now, and I'm risking like $300 on it. I just want to swing it for a multi-day run. I'm just trying to test my comfort zone a little bit, right? So at first I was going for that third day surge. I never got stopped out. And normally, if I'm in something with full size, I'm not going to keep swinging it. But I didn't have full size because it wasn't even green yet when I bought it. Is it actually at $6? Oh, the spread is just massive. Okay. So right now I'm swinging this. Like I said, just kind of has that, it has this walk-up feel to it. I've got a hard stop on $5, and we'll see what happens with it. Had some good volume. It's a little bit higher float, which seems to be what's moving right now. Because then we also, of course, had PGY continue the squeeze. Oh, and by the way, I know I was like, hey, I'm going to wake up early and short HKD. I did not do that. I wasn't stupid. Because by the time it didn't gap down, and in fact it gapped up, I was like, nah, let's not do that. At this point, I'm never shorting it. I'm too scared. I wonder if I can like buy puts, just some YOLO puts. Probably not. But PGY, anyways, I guess PGY wasn't done. An absolutely gnarly dip and rip. The momentum has to be running out at some point on this. I don't know when. And I'm not sitting here trying to guess a top either, because I'm not that kind of guy. But regardless, really beautiful mover today. Really, I mean, this dip and rip, right? You have that closing at highs, slight gap down dip, and then you had the high day break. That $23 entry would have been gorgeous. Would have been absolutely gorgeous. I personally just second guessed it a little bit too much because, again, it's up so much. To be frank, I did not expect anything like this. But beautiful move nonetheless. MDIA today was a really nice one too. Another one where I actually out of the open, I was eyeing this one just because of this after hours action yesterday and how it held the gap despite nothing at all. Despite literally no action, it held the gap, and to me that was very intriguing. But I was like, well, and MDIA, as a matter of fact, you'll see all the lines I've drawn. MDIA is actually one of my worst tickers ever. I got chopped up trying to swing it at one point, and it was always a dip buy type of stock back in during this run. I was actually at one point trying to swing it in here, and I was up a good amount a couple times, and I ended up selling for losses on every single one. I swung it through here, sold for a loss, swung it through here, sold for a loss. It's been a really tough ticker for me to trade, so that probably aided in the second guessing of it. Now, LTRY, though, I am swinging this one. I've got about 10,000 shares from, I think, like a 32.8 average or something. I was just dip buying down in here, and then I added through this area 35 here. I actually was looking at this morning, so you see yesterday I had a massive dump, a massive exhaustion. And that exhaustion is what I was looking for that bounce now. I'm looking for anywhere from $1 to $1.50. Maybe a multi-day, maybe even multi-week swing. I don't have much size in terms of capital position on this, but it has that exhaustion low feel. Down from literally whatever, it's high 1750, but it's just down so much. With that exhaustion here, clearly someone big got shaken out of this. Hoping that has enough in it to reverse. That said, my risk is this previous low from yesterday, or whatever, Friday, you get what I mean. 25 cents, I've got a hard stop on that as well. But And listen, guys, I know there are way more movers than that. I know. You don't need to tell me twice, 3 times. There are just so many. We're already 10 minutes into this, okay? Those are some of my favorites from today. Now, I think moving forward, like I said, at some point, we are going to see a decrease in momentum. It's going to happen, at least with the stocks like now, like PGY, HKD, VRAX, but it's very volatile right now, which is really all that matters. And as long as it stays volatile, that's all I really care about. Now, let me go back real quick and just here we go. The SPY. The SPY back over. I mean, I'm loving this. If this is man, can you imagine? I think SPY goes to all-time highs. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think anything, to be honest. You can't, right? I'm not here to predict. But it's a really nice bounce. If we can get like a higher high through that 420 area and get some stabilization, love it, love it, love it. So we'll see what ends up happening with the SPY. We've got to be pretty close now to coming out of technically a bear market, right? I don't know how far we are off highs. I mean, we're still 70 bucks off highs ish, 60, 70 bucks. I think we call bear market down 20%. There's no official definition of a recession being 2 GDP. I don't know the definitions of all this crap. All I know is that the economy is not in the greatest spot, but the market is bouncing quite nicely. And let's also be very clear here, right? This is a little bit of a tangent, I guess, but the fact of the matter is during the 2008, the Great Recession, families so far from what I see now, maybe I live in a bubble. I do live in Austin. There's a lot of money in Austin. But I look at back home where my family lives, and we don't have a lot of money there. Syracuse is not a very rich area, but people aren't really struggling too much yet. Even despite gas prices going through the roof. Last time this happened, this recession style thing, the last recession, people were really struggling, right? People were losing their houses. Right now, we're seeing an increase in nominal value, right? And we're probably going to have a net loss. But remember, inflation, you got to account for everything. So as these prices are increasing, inflation's increasing, yada, 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 yada. Right now, we haven't gone through enough of this to really feel the impacts yet. People aren't strapped for cash quite yet, I don't think. And maybe they won't be. I don't know. I'm not here to predict. I'm not an economist. I'm a day trader. So let me know down in the comments what you think, with this market bouncing, yet we're in a recession by GDP decline over the past 2 quarters. What do you think of all this down in the comments below? In fact, I'd love to hear kind of an in-depth thought process. If any of you guys want to write out some comments, just sharing your thoughts, your personal experience, what you guys have seen in this current economy, and just how, what your guys' thoughts are. Anyways, I'm done. I'm going to stop rambling here. It's already been 13 minutes, 13, 14, 15 seconds. I'm going to keep counting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Monday. I hope y'all crushed it today. Crazy movers. I hope this week, I hope this month we continue to get some great movement. And that's all we can ask for is more volatility, baby. Keep it coming. Thanks for watching. Drop a thumbs up. Drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn on your post notification. I'll see you back here on Wednesday for Small Cap Recap. Later, everybody.
We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.